Alright, we're going to go all the way back to chapter 1 and do a little review, and we only have 4 problems, so it shouldn't take too long. So number 1 says to solve for x. And you have 2x minus 5 equals negative 6x plus 7. Well, in order to do that, we have to combine our like terms. So let's move our 6x over first. We have a negative 6x, so we're going to add 6x to both sides. 2x plus 6x gives you 8x. And we still have minus 5 equals, well, negative 6x plus 6x is 0, so that goes away, and you're left with plus 7. So then let's move our 5 over. Well, this is minus 5, so to move it over, we're going to add 5 to both sides. And we're left with 8x equals 7 plus 5 is 12. So then we want x by itself, so we have 8 times x, so to undo that we're going to divide both sides by 8. So x is going to equal 12 over 8 can be reduced to 3/2. 4 goes into both of these, 12 divided by 4 is 3, 8 divided by 4 is 2. And we're already done with 1. Alright, so the next one, solve for x again. So the first thing I would do is move your 5 over, because this is multiplication, so we can subtract 5 from both sides. And you're left with negative 2 times 3x minus 8 equals 3 minus 5 is negative 2. So then let's go ahead and multiply through. So we have negative 2 times 3x would be negative 6x. Negative 2 times negative 8 would be a positive 16. And that equals negative 2. So we want to solve for x, so let's move the 16 over. So this is a positive 16, so we're going to subtract 16 from both sides. And we have negative 6x equals negative 2 minus 16 is negative 18. And our last step, this is negative 6 times x, so we're going to divide both sides by negative 6. So x equals negative 18 divided by negative 6 is 3. Alright, so number 3. So we're going to solve for x again, and we have the absolute value of x minus 8 equals 2. We'll define x, this is where we take what's inside of the absolute value and set it equal to the positive number, and we're going to take what's inside of the absolute value and set it equal to the negative number. So x minus 8 is what's inside, and we're going to set it equal to positive 2, and we're also going to take what's inside, which is x minus 8, and set it equal to the negative number, which is negative 2. And now we can solve. We have x minus 8, so to move our 8 over, we're going to have to add 8 to both sides. And we're going to get x equals 2 plus 8 is 10. Then over here, to move it over, we're going to add 8 again. So x is going to equal negative 2 plus 8 is 6. And we can go ahead and plug it in to check. So if x is 10, if we're going to plug it in, we have 10 minus 8 is 2. Absolute value 2 is 2. So that works. If we have 6, 6 minus 8 is negative 2, but the absolute value of negative 2 is going to be positive 2. So that works as well. Alright, so the last one. We're going to solve for x again. We have the absolute value of x plus 3 equals negative 8. Well, before we go on and set up our two equations and solve, can the absolute value of anything ever be a negative number? No, it can't. So that is no solution.